As the US election approaches, a far more dangerous global shift is quietly gaining momentum, one that could not only shake world power but upend the economic systems we all depend on. While political campaigns dominate the headlines, a deeper, more insidious crisis is unfolding behind closed doors, one with the potential to dismantle the foundations of global finance that have shaped the world for decades. In the midst of rising tension, Donald Trump has issued stern warnings to nations daring to challenge the supremacy of the US dollar. But beyond the political posturing, the BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, are considering a seismic move that could send shockwaves through the global economy. Frustrated by US dominance and the stranglehold of the dollar, they are no longer just pushing for reform. They are weighing the possibility of breaking away from the United Nations and the global financial system altogether. This isn't just about dissatisfaction with the status quo. It's about revolution. With new allies joining their ranks, BRICS is on the verge of a bold exit strategy that could fracture the global alliances that have defined international relations since World War II. Could this be the tipping point? And more importantly, what does it mean for you, your money, your cost of living, and the future of international stability? To understand why BRICS is inching toward a new world order, we need to rewind. For decades, the US dollar has reigned supreme, not just as a currency, but as a symbol of power and control. This system, born out of the ashes of World War II, gave Western nations disproportionate influence over global trade, credit, and sanctions. But as new economic powerhouses emerged, the BRICS nations, representing over 40% of the world's population, felt increasingly marginalized, sidelined by a system that no longer reflected the realities of a multipolar world. For years, they've quietly fumed, but now their patience has run out. Their frustration grew as they encountered obstacles in Western-dominated institutions like the IMF and the World Bank. Institutions they argue are relics of a bygone era, unfit for a world where emerging markets hold immense influence. For BRICS, this struggle is not just economic, it's about reclaiming control and reshaping the rules of the game. In 2014, BRICS made its first major move, establishing the new development bank as a direct challenge to the IMF and World Bank, signaling their intent to carve out a new financial path. But their ambitions didn't stop there. Each summit brings them closer to a drastic decision, an end to the US dollar's reign and the creation of a new global currency, one not controlled by the West. Yet with each bold step comes a ripple of uncertainty. If BRICS breaks away from the UN and the dollar system, what happens next?